How are you doing? I've tried to phone Cumbria Police to report some information, but they said I need to ring Northumbria Police.
So you tried to ring Cumbria and they told you to ring Northumbria?
Yeah.
Right, can I just take your name, please?
I'm just reporting it anonymously.
Alright, okay. Can I take a phone number?
No, like I say, I'm just reporting it anonymously.
Right. Just bear with me. Right, okay. So what is it, what is it you're ringing about?
The Sycamore Gap.
Alright, okay. So you're ringing with intelligence?
Yeah.
Right, okay. What is it what sort of information do you want to pass over?
So one of the lads that had done it, Adam Carruthers, has got the saws back in his possession.
Just bear with me one moment. That's right. So you're saying that one of the lads that did it, Adam Carruthers, has got the saws?
Yeah, the saws are back in his possession.
The chainsaws?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
They were being held by another male by the name.
By another male. Right.
That they're possibly being moved again now to Cumbria Turf at Kirkbride, to his place of work.
To Cumbria Turf?
Yeah.
In
Kirkbride. Kirkbride.
In Kirkbride.
Yeah.
Right. Is Cumbria Turf a business?
It is, yeah. That's where he works.
Right.
There's another 8 saws that's still holding as well. And I believe they've got the same oiling.
They still have the same oil. So are they like oil-fired chainsaws?
No, well, every chainsaw's got oiling for the bar.
Right. Oh, for the bar, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
A bit thick where that's concerned, but yeah, okay. Yeah, same oiling, yeah.
So,
right.
you better match that up anyhow.
Which could potentially be matched.
And there's also a part of the tree, that was with the saws as well.
Also part of the tree, sorry, what was the last bit?
Part of the tree that's with the saws as well.
Is with the saws?
Yeah.
Where? At the business or at the home address or what?
The word at the home address, that it's, like I say, possibly they've been moved to Cumbria Turf and hidden there now to his place of work. But two days ago, the word in Wigton.
Possibly moved from home address from Church Street.
Yeah.
To Cumbria Turf. So they've kept part of the tree.
I believe it to be the wedge out the tree. Yeah.
This may be the wedge.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So yeah. Awful. It's just awful. Right. Is there anything else?
No, that's all I've got to say.
Right. That's obviously quite a lot. So right. Okay. So we can't ring you back or anything like that because we can do a situation where I'll pass this over as intelligence, but if we just gave your mobile, we could get the police to ring you back and give a password that we agree now.
It's I don't want no repercussions of this.
No worries.
Hence why I mean, obviously, if I get any more information, then I'll do the same again. I'll ring up. I'll pass it over.
Right. So this is. Let me just make sure there's nothing else I want to ask you.
Yeah.
That did it. Adam has got the chainsaw back in his possession. I'm assuming he lives in Cumbria, does he? So he lives at.
Yeah.
So
he lives in a caravan. He actually.
Yeah. lives in a caravan there. Right. Obviously, that's quite a lot. We can do quite a bit with that, I think. That's great. Listen, thank you very much for your call, and hopefully we can do something with it.
One other thing as well, obviously, at Kirkbride, he does have firearms at Kirkbride.
Right. Do you know where they are?
At the minute, they are at Kirkbride in the workshop where he works on the cars. So, as they're in the workshop where there's some radiators and bits and pieces and some shelving, there'll be shotgun shells on there, 2.2 bullets, and there's the 9mm bullets on there as well for a 9mm handgun that's there as well.
So he says firearms. You're saying he's got a 2.2 and a 9 and a handgun.
He's got an old shotgun, a 2.2, a 247 or something, I believe to be called, something like that, 247, and also a 9mm handgun.
Right. Okay, and that's in the work shed with where he works on the cars.
That's where the ammunition's stored, but the weapons themselves are stored in other buildings on the opposite side of the yard, where someone else works out of the stored in there.
So the weapons are stored in other buildings where somebody else works. What, near to his car workshop?
Yeah, it's all linked together. So basically, it's one big old farm. It used to be a farm. Now they sell turf and they repair cars and bits and pieces. But all the workshops, Adam's got access to the whole site. He's got keys for everywhere. So stuff's not just placed where Adam's class has been working. Of a night time, he has free run of the place, and stuff is stored on the opposite side in other people's buildings.
Right, okay, that makes sense.
I imagine if the chainsaws are there, then they'll be stored in a bit that's not classed as where Adam works, but it's on the farm. He does have access. He'll have a bunch of keys that'll obviously prove that he's got access to everywhere on every building on the farm.
So he works in the car shed?
Yeah.
But in other buildings on the farm?
Yes, he's got access to everywhere on the farm.
All right.
And one other thing he's got access to as well is obviously the CCTV footage.
All right, okay.
Obviously, he does have access to that to be able to delete as and when he needs it.
Right, okay. I'm slightly at a loss. I know this happened in our area. I'm still
Company they weren't interested because they said it was you have to phone Northumbria because they're dealing with that.
It's true. That is true. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll pass this over to that investigating team, and then they'll have to probably ring back Cumbria to act on it. That's probably how it works. Or they may send some officers into Cumbria area. All right.
If there's anything else, I'll phone back and
Thank you.
I'll see update you. All right.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Ta-da. Bye-bye.
Bye now.